A journey of healing and faith, how everything begins and ends with you. When I left the corporate world, I never imagined the depth of transformation that would unfold in the years to come. In March 2020, as the COVID pandemic began, a call within me grew louder, one I could no longer ignore. The external chaos seemed to mirror the internal shifts I was experiencing. The pandemic, with its accompanying fear and uncertainty, was undeniably life-changing for many. But for me, it marked the beginning of a profound journey that would forever change the way I live and serve. I vividly remember that moment in the midst of the pandemic, rushing to the local market with my significant other to stock up on goods. Fear was in the air, palpable and overwhelming. And yet, in that space of collective panic, a realization hit me. The true pandemic was fear itself. It was then that I felt a shift deep within. The real battle wasn't just against illness, it was against the fear that had seized us all. This marked the beginning of my personal evolution, leading me to the path I walk today. Having survived my own suicide attempt 4 years prior, I knew intimately the darkness that could consume a person. I understood how easily our sense of self can unravel, especially when it's built around external identities like job titles or societal roles. Many struggled during that time, turning to addictions, abuse, and even suicide. I had committed myself to healing during my corporate years, but conventional methods didn't resonate with me. Instead, I turned to spiritual healing, which became the cornerstone of my recovery and growth. This was the beginning of what would eventually become Everything Begins and Ends with You, LLC. The call to serve what I offer through Everything Begins and Ends with You, LLC. Stepping away from corporate life was not just a career change. It was a call to service to create a spiritually rooted, holistic health and wellness practice that touches every aspect of who we are: mind, body, spirit, and soul. Through Everything Begins and Ends with You, LLC, I offer a range of services designed to guide you toward wholeness, healing, and a deeper connection with yourself and the divine. My work is deeply personal, and much of what I offer is tailored through one-on-one guidance, ensuring that each client receives the individualized support they need. Here's a glimpse into the services I provide. Spiritual and life services. Drawing from the wisdom of the Bible and other sacred traditions, I help you reconnect with your spiritual essence. Whether you're navigating loss, seeking clarity on life's direction, or looking to deepen your spiritual understanding, I provide compassionate support that is grounded in faith, grace, and personal transformation. I'm an ordained minister and spiritual director, guiding you not toward religion, but toward a relationship, both with God and with yourself. Restorative touch and energy work. Through the laying of hands alongside energy clearing and massage techniques, I work to clear energetic blockages that manifest as emotional, mental, or physical imbalances. These practices draw from traditional Chinese medicine's understanding of energy flow, and we integrate them into our proprietary and holistic framework to promote balance and healing at all levels. Martial arts, self-defense, and fitness. Physical well-being is an integral part of our spiritual journey. Through martial arts and self-defense training, we work together to cultivate physical strength, emotional resilience, and spiritual fortitude. These sessions are more than just exercise. They are opportunities to harness your inner power, stand strong in the face of challenges, and embody discipline in all aspects of life. Grief and bereavement support. Grief is a sacred and transformative process. Having walked my own path of loss, I offer bereavement support that honors the emotional and spiritual journey you're on. Whether it's the death of a loved one or the loss of identity, my goal is to provide a space of understanding and hope as we navigate these profound changes together. Wedding officiant and funeral vigil services. As an ordained minister, I also serve as a wedding officiant, helping couples create sacred and meaningful ceremonies that reflect their love and commitment. Additionally, I offer funeral vigil services, honoring the life of your loved ones with grace and compassion. Group Peer Support Weekly Class. Beginning in November 2024, I'll be offering a weekly group peer support class where we'll gather as a community to share, learn, and grow. These classes are designed to create a safe, nurturing environment where we can support one another through our unique journeys. Why I do this work: healing the whole self. My work is rooted in the belief that healing must address all aspects of who we are. We are complex beings, and when one area of our life is out of balance, whether emotionally, physically, or spiritually, it affects the whole. Through Everything Begins and Ends with You, LLC, I integrate a holistic framework that draws from spiritual teachings, the chakras, traditional Chinese medicine's 5 elements, and modern understandings of trauma and mental health. Take, for example, clients struggling with intense emotions like anger, restlessness, or anxiety, often related to imbalances in the fire element. We work together to explore how these energies are manifesting, incorporating spiritual practices, energy healing, and even dietary adjustments to bring balance. We might use the words of Jesus from Matthew 11:28-30 to remind ourselves that there is always a place of rest and peace available, no matter how overwhelming life feels. How I can help you. Practical applications for holistic healing. The services I offer go beyond symptom relief. My aim is to guide you toward deep transformation, mind, body, and spirit. Whether it's through laying of hands, energy work, or spiritual guidance, I help you rediscover your wholeness and your connection to the divine. Together, we address the root causes of disease, be it physical pain, emotional turmoil, or spiritual disconnection. Most of my work is one-on-one oriented, offering individualized care and guidance for each client. However, I also offer communal support through my upcoming Group Peer Support Weekly class. It's all part of a broader mission to help you realize that despite life's challenges, you are never truly broken. You are whole, and your journey is sacred. When to begin trusting your journey? Healing begins when we're ready to trust the process, even when it doesn't make sense. Life often takes us in directions we don't anticipate, but there is always a purpose. As Proverbs 16:9 reminds us, a man's heart plans his course, but the Lord determines his steps. If you're ready to embark on a journey of healing and self-discovery, I invite you to explore the services of Everything Begins and Ends with You, LLC. Together, we'll walk the path toward wholeness, faith, and true transformation. Let's walk this path together.